What's up, everyone? This is GamesPlayedHere, back with episode 11 of our Minecraft Survival Let's Play. As always, if you want to see more, like and subscribe, and I'm going to keep content coming as much as possible. Hopefully every other day, maybe every day, most of the time. We'll just see what life throws at me. But anyway, you all know what's about to happen. We've made it to the stronghold in the last episode. We ran into some issues and had to leave and get some other stuff, but it's time to go fight a dragon. So let's just drop right in. And yeah, for a second I thought I was dead. I was like, why am I just falling here? And then it spawned me back up on this platform. I'm like, oh, I just never had that happen before. Usually you spawn like right at the edge or like inside underground or something. So it's a good thing I brought them blocks, because I would have had to commit suicide otherwise. I thought you always spawned on the mainland, and I brought these blocks specifically just so I could tower up if I need to get get on one of the obsidian towers. But apparently I brought them just so I could tower over to the island to even fight the damn dragon. And of course, the first thing the dragon does is shoot a giant fireball right at the top of my staircase as soon as I poke my head out. And yeah, this little fire thing just sits here for like 45 seconds. At this point, I didn't know how much damage it would do. Later on, I find not that much, really, with all this armor. But I just end up sitting here and wasting, you know, a good 20-30 seconds so I can even get up here and fight this thing. And I kind of forgot that there's endermen literally everywhere in this world, so you pretty much just have to always be wary of where you're looking, or else you're going to wind up with a mob of endermen trying to kick your butt. So naturally, our first mission is going to be to take out these obsidian towers. There's one gone. And here's number 2. And number 3 I just shot from a distance. And then we looked directly in an enderman's eyes and stood in the dragon's fire. I think you're not supposed to stand in fire. But anyway, we stand there and we kill him, no problem. This netherite armor is really OP, so let's try and take out some more towers. So I've taken out several more, but at this point I just shot right through the corner of the cage from the ground. Got kind of lucky. So I'm going to try that strategy, because I tried towering up and the dragon knocked me down like 3 different times. I tried towering up to that one. So we're just going to sit here until we get a lucky shot through the tiny hole. That seems to be the best strategy. You just got to be perfectly accurate. And about the time you start pinpointing where you need to aim, you always get a fireball. But it's okay. We got plenty of arrows. Eventually, we're going to go and make it through, though, and take out this stupid tower that keeps healing him. Bam! Just like that. And at this point, we've taken out most of the towers. I think there might still be one left. We'll see when he flies around, but we're just going to whack him when he lands and fire arrows and whittle down at his health for a little while, and hopefully, let's see if he heals at all. Maybe I got them all. It looks like all the towers are finally gone. So, step 1 complete. Nothing to see here, just poking a dragon's stomach with my sword. And after a very long intermission of me taking pot shots whenever possible, this dragon has landed for the last time. There was like a 6-minute period where he just flew around and wouldn't land when he was at this much health. And he was just so far I could barely hit him. But anyway, we just killed the dragon. Mission complete. Minecraft beaten. At least by most people's, you know, definition of beaten for Minecraft, including speedrunners. So, yeah. Something I've never noticed before is there's this egg on top of this. I don't know if this is, you know, like new, or I'm going to go see what it is. And, what does it do? What if I hit it? It teleports. So yeah, I start hitting this egg and it keeps teleporting all over the place. And then I finally look it up online and find it's like pretty much nothing. So I leave it alone. But anyway, the next mission is we are going to find this end gateway that's supposed to spawn. I have never been to the the true end, or what do people call it? The outer ends, I think I've heard it called. I've never been, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to try and find ourselves an elytra, because I've also never flown in Minecraft, so Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, I was really confused here, and I ended up having to, I was like clicking on this, trying to figure out how do you go in here. And then I found out you have to throw an Enderman, not an Enderman pearl. You have to throw an Ender pearl in there, which luckily I had to kill a couple. I was fighting the dragon and got a couple lucky drops. So, yeah, let's go to the outer ends. And wow, what a shitty place to spawn. We are on a tiny island surrounded by many other tiny islands. The closest large piece of land looks to be like 100-something blocks away. Yeah, so I guess towering is going to be a must here. Not towering, bridging is going to be a must here for pretty much anything until we can hopefully find an elytra. So I made it from my tiny island to a slightly less tiny island full of Endermen. And I think we're going to go for one of these big islands over there. At least that's what I'm thinking. There's some really big ones, so I'm hoping, you know, I want a big piece of land so I can get a whole bunch of endstone for all this bridging we're going to have to do. So, after a lot of bridging, we have made it to that big island I was looking at a minute ago. And luckily for us, we have a way out if we need to. There's that in gateway, which I was a little confused when we spawned why it wasn't by us, but I guess it was over here the whole time. I'm not sure what all these are, but we're going to break them, and it looks like they're called coarse fruit. So, can we eat these, or are we going to be like poisoned or something if we eat them? And it looks like it kind of just teleported us randomly back. I have no idea what that actually does, but we'll take some with us. Why not? So far, this place is full of coarse fruit tree things, Endermen, and a bunch of endstone, and that is it. I've already hopped across like several islands, I guess, at this point. Just grab some endstone, go to the nearest big island, look around. I know I'm looking for like an end city, I think they're called. Just a tower, anything that's not this, anything that's not coarse fruit trees, endstone, or Endermen would be good about right now. Nope, nothing. At this point, I've been here a very long time and still have not seen anything. So yeah, just Endermen, coarse fruit trees, and endstone. Kind of a bland environment. I know that these end cities have some cool stuff, but maybe we'll come across one soon. So this is probably the biggest looking island. I guess I'm gonna call them islands since they're all floating in the void. And nothing in my view just yet, but this is the biggest one. We'll explore it. Hopefully we find something here that's different. And a ship floating in the sky definitely seems different, and it looks like there's coming into view. I'm guessing that's an end city. I'm not sure what the ship has to do with anything. But hey, it's way better than endstone, coarse fruit trees, and Endermen. So let's go over here and check this place out. This looks awesome. And maybe if we get lucky, this place will have an elytra. I know not every end city has an elytra, so I'm really hoping that this one does. And then I came across this little guy, and I started floating, and I was like, what the hell's going on? This is like just crazy. But anyway, I end up getting the shell, figuring out, oh, this is how you make the shulker box thing I've seen people talk about, where you can have a bigger inventory. So that's pretty freaking awesome. I was thinking out here, I was like, oh, I hope that we get at least one more. I hope we come across one more of these little shulker things. Yeah, just one more of them would be awesome. And then this happened. There's like literally just, I don't even know where they're coming from at this point. There's shulker things everywhere, but I did manage to get locked into a corner with my bow and just start shooting these things, and I do manage to get at least one more shulker shell before the end. I know that, but this was a, I feel like I'm in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory when they drink that fizzy lifting soda. Like, I just start floating up, and it's like, I know the second that I move away from my platform here, I'm gonna fall. So like I'm trying my best to just stay in this one spot. But these things are just everywhere. I mean, every which way I look, there's just more. There's like 30 in this one little room. So yeah, I was shooting for this door, just really trying to make it in there since I was floating. I did not want to be outside floating up. So it looks like these shulker things, their goal is to just get you to float up really high, and then when it wears off, you fall to your death. But yeah, I did manage to make it over here and get stuck under this so I didn't die. And for those of you wondering what we got in the chest, we got some iron and gold and a cursed shovel and some books. Yeah. Worth the trip, right? You also see we got some diamonds from some other chests I had found in here and emeralds, but really nothing too special in here yet. A little disappointed considering I wandered the, we'll call them the outer waste. So I wandered those things for, I don't know, an hour and a half before I found this place, and I've got some diamonds. Like, come on. So at this point, I'm just going to bridge on over above everything, because if you get too close to the towers, there's just still tons of those shulker things. I already got 2 shulker shells. I can always come back to this place if I want to get some more shulker shells and shulker boxes in the future. For now, I just want to get somewhere where I'm not floating. I didn't loot the entire end city. There might have been like a chest or something missed in one of those areas, but since I was over here, I was just going to tower over to this ship thing and see what it has. And I saw they have shulkers also, so take pot shots at them until I manage to take these 2 out so I don't have to deal with them. Because in that little space, I'm sure I would be floating to my death. And there's even one inside, of course. And I think y'all see what I see behind him on the wall. It looks like there's the elytra thing. Yeah, so apparently it spawns in the boat, and we got some more diamonds and emeralds, and the enchanted gear is actually pretty good here, but it doesn't really matter because my gear is way better. But we got the elytra. That's the main goal here. And after a quick coordinate check to make sure I was heading back towards my portal, I took my first Minecraft flight ever, and I gotta say, it felt so good just to jump off something and know I could just float over to where I wanted to go. I mean, not all the way to my portal. My portal is literally like 1,000 blocks away or more. Probably like 1,400 blocks away, honestly. And we got to go through, it's probably going to take me like 20 minutes just to find my way back to my portal if I'm lucky. Because I do not exactly remember, and it's not even right here where I just flew to. I think I have to go like turn left and go very far north to find my bridge and all that good stuff. But anyway, it was a very nice flight. I'm looking forward to making it back to my base and making rockets because I have a ton of gunpowder from my farm and I have a ton of paper I can get from my sugar cane, and we are going to do some real flying once we make it back to our base. And after what was a 20-minute walk back, we are going to jump in the portal and call this complete. And I mean game complete. We are not calling the series complete, not by a long shot. I have a lot more stuff I want to do in this series. I definitely want to do some more builds. I want to fight the Wither. I do plan on building this world out a little bit, so there'll definitely be more episodes in this series. But I also am going to start some of my other series I had planned. I definitely am planning on doing at some point like a hardcore world, a hardcore series. I also am planning on doing some of these challenges you see, like super flat or like a world made entirely of, I don't know, lava as an example I've seen some do, or the one block I've seen is really popular. I'm also thinking my next one, I'm thinking I might do like a island survival, like one island in the middle of the ocean, something like that. And I'm not allowed to go to any kind of mainland or something like that. I'm just popping off ideas here. But anyway, here I am trying to enchant my elytra when, because I didn't realize you have to just put books on it. So I do end up taking time and enchanting it, but we're going to make some gunpowder real quick. And it is time for our first official flight. The other one was just a nice little glide down from the tower, but this is what it's all about. This is awesome. I see why once people have an elytra, why like they rush to, you see these series and they'll rush and they'll beat the game just so they can get the elytra and then continue doing all the other stuff, because this is just so much better than walking. I mean, it takes like a minute or two to go up, like a minute to go up that bamboo scaffolding, and I just flew up here in seconds. Truly amazing. Also, I just want to mention my channel is not going to be explicitly Minecraft. I do plan on doing some other games in the future. Not sure what exactly yet, but for right now, it's going to be mainly Minecraft stuff and Minecraft challenges, all that good stuff. But if you want to see more, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.